Around recession. Dinesh Kumar, how concerned are you that given that growth is slowing globally, that 70% of the economists surveyed here at the World Economic Forum said they suspect that there will be a recession this year, that this would not just sour the mood but also ensure that India doesn't make as much use of the opportunity that global geopolitical headwinds provide us?
Well, I would like to see this question in the context of India as well as in the context of the globe. So when I interacted with various CEOs, what I'm gathering is that this is the calendar year 23 is going to be the year of contrast. The first half perhaps will see some of the recession coming in, but the second half will see the recovery from the recession. And many of the CEOs are also indicating that the US might get into only shallow recession, and as far as the second half is concerned, they'll be out of it. The time period might differ from the continent to continent, but this is likely to be the scenario. But when it comes to India, I would say that 85% of the domestic economy is actually getting influenced by the domestic demand. So the kind of demand which we are seeing, I don't see that there's any likelihood of a recession coming into India. That is what my sense is. The only thing is that if at all the global recession might impact our export sector, and the kind of stories which we are listening, the kind of perception which we have gathered from various CEOs, my sense is that it might disrupt for a very short while as far as the exports are concerned, but eventually we should be in a position to come back. And when I talk about that, I also would like to mention that people have started talking about the likely resurgence of the China as well. So which means that's a new market which will also be available, and even the kind of dampening effect which will be there on the export.
But does that take away some of the enthusiasm from the India story, given the fact that a lot of big companies were looking to diversify out of China, thinking that China may not be available as a market and as a manufacturing base in the way that it was, but in the manner in which you just turn the tap and say now we're open? Does that take the lure away from the India opportunity to some extent?
No, it actually does not take the lure away at all, Rahul, because let's keep in mind, global companies have long-term capital investment already in China. They're not shutting those plants down. But given everything that's happened with China, they have become nervous that their over-reliance on China can hurt them, like they've seen it happening now. So incremental investment is what they're looking at in other countries, including India. So that opportunity is still very real and is available to us.